Today we're talking about DJ Sax. I've got 3 wicked licks that I'm going to show you from 3 famous DJ Sax practitioners. And I'm going to teach you the licks and show you how you can incorporate it into your sets if you find yourself playing with DJs or really any funky sax situation. Let's start off with DJ Sax Supremo, lovely Laura. This is a clip taken from her appearance with her husband Ben Santiago at the Creamfields Festival from 2019 from the BBC Radio 1 main stage. The track is Pushing On by Oliver Dollar and Jimi Jules. I'm not exactly sure which mix it is, but here's a little build up into it and then the lick itself, and then we'll drill down and check out this lick. Hey, by the way, if you want to hear that lick for yourself, you can find the video on the YouTube. The link is in the description, and check in my notes. This particular clip is at 26 minutes and 17 seconds. Okay, that was it. Let's hear the audio one more time, and then we'll drill into the lick. Okay, there it is, a wicked funky lick. I'm going to play just the lick now. Right, so it sounds a little bit like this. I'll play that one more time. So we're in F sharp minor for alto, which is concert A minor. You can see the lick there. It's all based on the blues scale. It starts on the minor third of the blues scale. It goes up to the flat 5 with a little scoop into it. You can find my video on how to do scoops and bends. You're going to scoop into it, but it's short. So the first 2 notes are both short. Back to the A, which is a long note. And then we get to the real crux of the lick. You're going to accent that flat 5. You're going to half tongue the flat third, the A, and then we've got the final semiquaver 16ths to finish. Okay, so you'll notice, if you look at the lick there, that the C has got a fall off. Now, these are the little details which are really going to make this lick stand out. It's not enough just to play the dots straight. You won't have the vibe, you won't have the feeling, and you won't sound good when you're playing with a DJ or playing funky music. So there's a little fall off on that C down to the A. So let me play that section in slow-mo for you. And then you got long, short at the end to finish. And you can hear, if you listen carefully, that after that fall off on the C, I'm half-tonguing the A. You'll have to go and find my video on half-tonguing. That's where you lightly leave your tongue on the reed. Okay, let's do it full speed. Okay, let's hear lovely Laura do it. In fact, let's just loop that so you can hear it a few times. So, there's some really important points here. By the way, in case you don't know who I am, I'm pro saxophonist Jamie Anderson. You're watching Get Your Sax Together, in case you didn't know that already. And here's the really important point about all this DJ sax stuff. It's not enough just to know the notes. It's the phrasing and the feel and the rhythm, which are really going to make you sound good, which is why I've spent a bit of time delving down into those phrasing details. Now, just before we go on to the next lick, I forgot to say there's a free PDF cheat sheet for today's lesson, which has got all the 3 licks on there which you're learning today. I've written them out in the original key on the instrument they're played on, which is all alto actually. And I've also written it out in the key of C, so you've got a frame of reference, C minor actually, C minor blues scale. so that you can transpose it into the key that your DJ is playing in. Now this lick works so well because it's bluesy, it's punchy, it's got great rhythm, it's played with great feel, it's played with a great sound, it's played with great articulation, it's really, really punchy and funky. So this is a lick that you can learn it in every key, and then when you're playing with a DJ, you can throw that in, and it's going to really give your solo that kind of pro funky sound. Now, all this DJ Sax stuff is really coming from, you know, funk players like Maceo, Grover Washington, and more recently, you can listen to Kenny Garrett if you want to hear some killer blues playing. Listen to Kenny Garrett, but it all works over this kind of DJ stuff, and that's why you got to really delve into the phrasing and the rhythm to make them sound good. All right, let's move on to number 2. Okay, lick number 2 is by DJ and DJ Sax, Israeli Supremo, Yarden. So let's check out this little clip, and then we'll delve into it. Okay, this wicked little passage is taken from a YouTube video I found of Yarden DJing and playing sax from a live set on the Pink Shadow Yacht in St Barth, I think, something like that. The clip is at 2 minutes and 1 second in. All the details of this are on the PDF, and the track is Teardrops by Womack and Womack, the Rules remix. Okay, let's hear it again, and then we'll delve into it. Here we go. Okay, really great playing. Let's have that on a loop so we can hear it a few times. Okay, of course, the best bit for me is this section here. Sorry, this bit. There's so much in there. So the whole thing sounds a bit like this. 2, 3. So there's a lot to break down. So we've got these 3 sort of vocal cries on the B flats. Now you're going to scoop up to it, then you're going to fall off from it. And the way you're going to scoop up from it is by doing a little grace note from an A to a bis key B flat, but you're going to smooth out the transition with your, with your voicing and look up my video on note bends. Then you're going to do a non-fingered fall off that note. So you're just going to drop your jaw and let the pitch drop, but you're not going to do, you're not going to ripple your fingers. So you're not going to do this. Okay, the fall is like this. And there's also a kind of a bit of graveliness growl to it. She uses, that nice delay effect as well. So it sounds like it's really, echoing across a canyon is absolutely fantastic. So that's how we do the first 3 notes. Then we get to the really fun bit. So first of all, you've got the first 2 16th notes. But the second one, the B flat, is kind of swallowed, so you can't hear it very clearly, but it's long, short. Then you've got a really quick, very quick grace note. The A natural to the A flat. That sounds like this. You need to do that as quickly. The A should be as short as you possibly can into the A flat. Now, there's a really interesting bit coming up. You've got this staccato G flat and A flat. By the way, we're in E flat minor. This whole thing is in E flat minor in alto sax pitch. And it's all on the E flat minor blues scale. So what happens here, as I almost bite my tongue off, is the rhythm isn't exactly precise with what's notated, okay? This is what it sounds like. Okay, what's written is, but it's I've been scratching my head for so long trying to work out how to write that in notation. The closest I could get is that G flat is actually a 30-second note to the left. Okay, so it goes but it looks really bad. So I've put an arrow above the note head just to say you pull that note back. That's what that arrow means. Okay, it's a vibe thing. So let's play the whole thing and I'll play along for you. These are the little details that matter, remember? Okay, here we go. So take your time and make sure you really get the details of that final bit there. It's absolutely awesome, a fantastic lick. And again, get the PDF, which you can see linked down there, and you'll have it in the original key, which you can see there, which is E flat minor. And also I've put it in C minor so that you can compare it to the other licks in the series. Okay, time to move on. Probably the most famous kind of DJ Sax style recording of all time is on YouTube, Jimi Sax. And it's from his very famous No Man, No Cry live YouTube video. This particular lick is at 2 minutes 37. I'm sure you're going to recognize it. Let's check it out. Okay, let's play that one more time. Here we go. Okay, I'm sure you all recognize this one. So let's break down the phrasing so we can hear exactly what's going on with this one. So there's a lot of growl in the phrasing. Oh, it's been quite lightheaded playing that. There's a lot of growl, and I've got YouTube videos on how to growl. By the way, I've got an entire course on all these phrasing devices. It's called Phrase Like a Pro. Maybe I'll put a link for Phrase Like a Pro in the description. That's all you need to know about anything to do with phrasing to bring this stuff alive. So the first note, we're in B minor for alto, concert D minor. And we're just going 1, 2, 3 on the minor scale. So you're going to scoop up to that palm key D. Then you've got staccato C sharp and B and C sharp. And then again, you hit the D at the top and you've got 2 more shorts to follow it. And then you repeat it. But of course, it's in the groove, it's in the phrasing, it's in the growl, it's in the intensity, it's in the moment where it comes in the solo, where the beat drops and all that. All these things are super important. But if you go and get the PDF, the free PDF, you can learn this lick, you can see it in C minor, and then you can put it in the key of your DJ song. And I'm just about to demonstrate how all these licks can fit into, you know, your own playing. I've put together a little house beat. But one more time, let's play that Jimi Sax lick and I'll play along. Now, is it played to perfection? Is it played, you know, with perfect intonation? No. Is it played with incredible vibe? And is it something with iconic dance music status? Yes. And so on. You can really loop that for as long as you want. It can really, you know, get your set going, as I shall demonstrate in a moment. So that is the Jimi Sax lick. Now let's see how this works, where the rubber hits the road and how you can incorporate it into your own set. Just before I show you how all this stuff works in reality, as on the coalface, so to speak, you've got the free PDF cheat sheet. But if you want another great free thing, go and check out my free Saxophone Success Masterclass. It's full of useful tips. It's really going to up the ante on your playing, and it's going to give you some instant improvement. It's yours absolutely for free. Just fill in your email. That's my free Saxophone Success Masterclass. Let's now check out how you can incorporate these 3 licks into your own set. Okay, now here is the really important bit. This is how you work these licks into your own set, okay? So I've knocked up a quick housey backing track in C minor for alto pitch. I've got all those licks transposed into the right key. Let's now try and string them together so you can see how they sound one after the other. I'll play the Yarden lick first. I'll flow that into the lovely Laura lick, and then we'll finish with the Jimi Sax lick. So here's the beat. Let's start off with that Yarden phrase going straight into the lovely Laura. Okay, now we'll do the Jimi Sax. So you can see how they kind of work together when you put them in the same key, and how you can kind of magpie these different licks from different places, and when you put them together it sounds pretty wicked. Right, I'm going to do it one more time, but this time I'm going to do it a bit more organically. Kind of using the phrases as inspiration and seeing what I can weave into a slightly more organic style improvisation, which is what you should really be doing when you check out these licks. Here we go. Okay, so I must admit that wasn't the greatest thing I've ever played, but that's just a little example of how you can take the licks, make them your own. Now, that was only 3 licks. Imagine what happens when you get a bunch more licks and you can weave them into your playing. Suddenly, you're sounding really pro, and you've got some great punchy, rhythmic, funky phrases which are going to elevate your DJ Sax playing instead of just living in the land of noodles, which is going to get real boring real quick. So that's all we've got time for today. Hope it was useful for you to learn only three licks and how effective they can be to improve your DJ sets. Don't forget to go and get your free PDF cheat sheet right there. And of course, like I mentioned, you've got your free Saxophone Success Masterclass, which is absolutely awesome. If you want more of this, a bonus lesson every week, a monthly masterclass, a Q&A where you can ask me anything in the session, and an amazing community full of awesome, enthusiastic saxophone players, go and check out the Inner Circle membership. It's a really awesome place to be. If you love saxophone like me and everyone else in there, you are going to dig it. It's a free 7-day trial. You got nothing to lose. It's absolutely awesome. Okay, until next week, thanks for watching. I'm Pro Saxophonist Jamie Anderson. You're watching Get Your Sax Together, and make sure that you practice hard, practice smart, and enjoy your music. Take it easy. From 3 of my favourite DJ sax players. That's nice. Spray that again. Yeah, it's a good frame of ref. Didn't even play it right.